Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Crypto Empire, where we dominate the crypto market. I'll be your host for today's live stream, and my name is Connor. Let's get right into today's content. Shout out to everybody in our live chat here nice and early. We got Johnny G, we got Silva Dalla, we got Rigoberto Chavez Jr., we got All Day Dre, we got Woody, and everybody else is here. Be sure to smash up that like button, guys. Do appreciate all of your support, and it does help out the channel a bunch. All right, so let's get right into this. Market is still very weak. And Bitcoin is still resting on $60,000, as we can see right here on the daily time frame. Had a bit of a bounce up to 62,300, and now we made actually a lower low today. We made a fresh low down to $60,000, basically exactly 60K. So we're going to discuss in this live stream whether we are headed lower here or if this is the correction and it is now over. So be sure to strap in and stick with me until the very end. So what was the reason for this big decline from 66K down to 60? Well, I mean, it was in the charts. I was saying kind of brace for a correction for a while, but what actually caused the price to move, other than the price being overextended several green days in a row, but what actually caused everything to move was the Middle East conflict. All right, so we discussed this yesterday. Some missiles firing back and forth, bombing each other, and a lot of fear, uncertainty, and doubt because of that. All right, and it could escalate. So that is what the market is currently digesting. And I think the worst of it, it's probably over. It's always the initial shock of war, which spooks the markets, right? That initial shock, because again, with FUD, fear, uncertainty, and doubt, the worst part of FUD isn't the fear or the doubt, it's the uncertainty. We're uncertain. Is it going to get worse? Is it going to get better? Right? Are they going to launch nukes? All these uncertain things makes people panic more. All right. So the worst part about FUD is the uncertainty. And it is still uncertain what's going to happen next here. But I think a lot of stuff has been priced in. Maybe besides like a huge nuclear escalation or something like that. But all in all, it's always the initial shock that hits the hardest. And once the market can kind of digest the war news, it always seems to recover quite rapidly. All right. So when this all does go past, I expect a sharp rebound to the upside. But for now, we are still in uncertainty. So with that, there is a very good chance actually that we actually go lower now. And our next major level is on the daily time frame right here. Our good old SMA, simple moving average, 300 on the daily. All right, which held perfectly in the August 5th crash flush out, as you can see. All right, price did wick down to 49,000, but we did not have a candle close below this big moving average of 300 simple moving average. We lost it here, went to the bottom of the channel, bounced. But as you can see, that moving average right now is right at our key 58,500 level. All right, so good chance we go to 58,500. Doesn't need to happen, but good chance we do. And with that, if we can manage to hold it, I say we send to new highs. If we lose 58,500, right, retest it and it gets shaky and we start going lower, it is time to not panic, but it's time to brace for the worst possible scenario. If we do lose 58,500, which would be a move down here, more likely than not. But as of right now, I don't really see that happening. It is on the table. And as long as we're above 58,500, actually, it's not on the table right now, I should say. But if we lose $58,500 on Bitcoin, then the worst possible scenario is on the table, and that's a move down here into the 40s again. As long as we stay above 58,500, we are all systems go to continue the uptrend and continue our bull run. But we are just in a little patch of uncertainty right now at the start of October. Interesting times, and all we can do really is watch what the market wants to do. People trying to long this dip more likely than not got stopped out. Let's talk about that for a second. So there's a big whale on Hyperliquid, which is like a decentralized trading exchange. But anyways, $180 million whale called To the Moon has had $120 million plus of positions closed since Bitcoin started dumping from $66,000. He's in a total negative of $13 million loss and has paid $2 million in funding fees so far. All right. So I'm sure this guy isn't alone. I'm sure a lot of people have given back trading profits over the past 2 days. I'm sure a lot of people have gotten liquidated and lost their entire account over the past 2 days. That's the game, right? It ain't about winning. It's about how much you keep. It ain't about making money. It's about how much money you keep. All right. You can have the best 2 weeks ever of trading when the market goes up only. But if you give everything back or get liquidated when the market conditions change, all that work goes to nothing, which is why risk management is the most important part of both investing and trading. And again, just not being an idiot. Why would you ever put yourself in a position where you can get liquidated? As a trader, your number one objective is to live to trade another day. All right, so let's learn from this guy's mistakes here and everybody else's mistakes over the past few days that got liquidated or gave back all their profits they made over the past 2 weeks. Just don't be a dumbass. Never put yourself in the situation where you can lose it all. All right, and with that, right, there's some more tweets about this Hyperliquid guy getting liquidated. And this person here says that he's actually not liquidated and his liquidation price is $57,200. So if this is true, that means there's what? Tens of millions of dollars just from this one trader. I'm sure there's others out there that have a liquidation price below this low at 57.4. All right, down here. Can you guys see it? Is it clear enough? So with that being said, I mean, very interesting times, right? Bulls and bears are battling it out right here at 60K. But for sure, a lot of stop losses, a lot of liquidations are down here below 58.5. So that's what we're observing for the day. And yeah, that we'll see if we get it. Moving on to more news right now. OpenAI has asked investors not to back rival startups, which means they are basically pretty scared. Right? OpenAI is no longer a nonprofit; they're a for-profit company. They basically went back on all of their promises when they established the company. A lot of big people on their board have left. It's now just basically Sam Altman. So it's a bit of a disaster. And all this is really bullish for crypto AI coins, especially, the Mac daddy of AI coins, which is BitTensor or Tau. And with that, Tau is back down to around 500. Right now it's trading at 516. And a very big level here at 500. Very big level. And really, you can't help but notice how the 200 daily EMA is right overlapped with the yearly open at 410. So if we do get a nice flush out and you see Tau at $410 or around that level, and you don't have enough Tau, you think you want more Tau for the cycle because you expect it to at least go to like $1,200 at the bare minimum, and you just want like a safe, easy 3x. And you see Tau at around 400. Well, you know what to do, guys, right? Like we've said here at Crypto Empire, we're in buy the dip mode. And I do think that this is a dip to be slurping up. And a dollar cost average strategy is the most appropriate because you don't know what's going to be the bottom. You don't know if it's going to be here at 60,700. You don't know if it's going to be at 58.5. You don't know if it's going to be at 57. You don't know if it's going to be at 48 or 42. But all you can do is prepare for if price does come down to your level, just pull the trigger and buy the coins you want to buy because we're in a bull market. All right. And prices are going to be much higher at some point within the next 6 to 12 months. And then they're going to be much lower after they dump. So if you don't sell, you're going to basically round trip it and you just wasted all your time here. Anyways, good news for crypto AI with OpenAI asking investors not to back any rival startups. You can smell the fear in the air. Now moving on, BlackRock continues to slurp up Bitcoin. The only entity that bought Bitcoin yesterday from ETFs was BlackRock. All right, so they keep on slurping, which is good news for us. Also, some more meme coin shenanigans. The trenches are alive and well. So there was a new coin that launched today called Pochita. The owner of the dog that inspired Bonk just adopted a new dog. By the way, like we said yesterday, Bonk is like the biggest cabal play in crypto. They send that from 7 million to 2.4 billion in 6 months. Good chance they send it to tens of billions. It's the Solana version of Doge, basically, or SHIB. Anyways, so within minutes, a token had been deployed on Pump Fund, and trader AJWF purchased one SOL worth $138. 2 hours later, his holdings are worth 350K. 350 racks. So the question is, are these results typical? Can you expect to get the same type of thing if you're grinding in the trenches? No, definitely not. I mean, you hear stories like this every other day, whether with its Moodang, they just launched a new hippo called, what's the new hippo called on Sui? Let's see if we can find it. Something dang. Ticker is hippo. Let's see. Saw a bunch of shills for this on Twitter. Sudang. You didn't buy Sudang, bro? It's at 104 million. What are you doing? You sleeping? Obviously, I'm trolling. But I mean, this thing was actually live for a fair bit. Right? This thing was live for 2 days and 19 hours before it exploded. Let's see, though. Yeah, I mean, this actually looks... Obviously, only a select few people knew about it down here, but nonetheless, I'm seeing this thing shilled all over my Twitter today. Sudang, the hippo. What, you didn't buy Sudang and catch a 30x? Or you didn't buy Pochita and catch a 100x like that other guy? Not going to make it. I mean, that guy actually caught like a 2000x. It turned $138 to 350K, right? Those returns are, I mean, some of the most insane you'll hear about. Yeah, that's like a 2000x or something like that. But anyways, the trenches are alive and well. It's a complete absurdity. It's complete absurdity, right? So you can launch a coin on Pump Fund, and then, you know, people just end up throwing tens of millions of dollars into it. You got to love it. And it's only going to keep on getting, gambling is only going to accelerate, basically, as society kind of, it's called financial nihilism, where people feel like they don't have an escape, they don't have an out. Their only option is to basically take huge risk, aka gamble, to get ahead financially. And the economy is basically completely fucked. So that's the only option, or people feel like it's the only option, especially young people, which is why meme coins are so attractive. And I mean, WIF kicked things off in December of 2022, Bonk at the same time, but Bonk rose up 100x very, very silently because WIF took all the attention. And obviously we had the meme coin hysteria February, March, April, May. And then we had the big wipeout in June, July, August, September. But I think things will start picking up, and the trenches are reignited. And if you don't know what the trenches are, it's basically the meme coin casino that never sleeps. They call it the trenches. The young kids call it that these days. Just some news for you today. But if you feel like you're totally screwing up by missing out on these moves, look, the chance of you catching one of these is like 1 in 10,000 maybe. So I wouldn't feel too bad, but hey, you can't lose if you never quit. For all the gamblers out there, please gamble responsibly. But yeah, definitely. I mean, very, very extreme results, not typical by any means. Moving on as well, another piece of news. So there was a big airdrop by Egen Layer, and one guy got $8 million. Justin's son got another $8.7 million. And basically this thing launched at a $7 billion valuation. And that's like the 10th coin this year that, like, you know, Arbitrum, what's another one? Wormhole, right? All these coins are launching at valuations of like $5 to $10 billion, and they're all completely useless, basically. So I don't have this picture up, but it was a picture of like all the new coins launching this year. It was from early 2024. And basically there was like 100 new venture capitalist coin launches. Like the liquidity is extremely fragmented. The crypto market is nowhere near the same as what it was in 2021, let alone 2017, right? There simply was not as many options for people to put their money in. Now you have thousands and thousands and thousands of shit coins. You have meme coins. You got the VC coins like Egen Layer and Wormhole, TIA, like all this. So it's a different market, which is why if you're investing in altcoins, you need to be extremely precise. Your margin for error is nowhere near as forgiving as it was in the last cycle or 2 cycles ago when it was easy mode. You can buy anything in 2017, right? You need to be a sniper now. You need to be extremely precise. You do not have a very forgiving margin for error. If you buy the wrong coin, the whole entire cycle will pass you by and you're not going to make any money. We already saw that the first half of this bull run in late 2023 into 2024. A lot of the really bullish altcoins, fundamental coins, didn't do anything, right? Maybe they rose 100% or 200%, but really it was the new, exciting, shiny coins and the meme coins that moved the most, which means if you didn't get that right, you didn't make any money, right? If you weren't in coins like Caspa, Tau, I mean, Cubic did like a 25x from my first entry, right? If you weren't in any of these coins that did well, a lot of them did do well, right? Like AGI, Delicium, AI Tech, they did like 35x's or whatever. A lot of mostly AI coins crushed it and meme coins crushed it. But if you were listening to people that were holding old coins from last cycle, you didn't make any money. So you need to be very, very precise. You don't have the option to throw a needle into a haystack and hit a winner like you did in previous cycles, especially 2017. But if you want to be more precise on your altcoin game, guys, apply to the Crypto Empire Mastermind below and we'll get you on the right track. But yeah, I mean, liquidity is just extremely fragmented and it's not the same anymore. You do not have the same margin for error. So if you're in it to win it and you actually want to win, I mean, definitely go ahead and apply to the mastermind. But after this, like after the market takes off, there's a very limited window of time here, right? I don't want to like create any false urgency, but it's so true, right? Maximum. There's 13 months left of this cycle till like November next year, but more likely than not, I'd say like maximum 6 months left. I'm expecting things to top out in Q4 this year or Q1 next year. More likely Q1 next year. So yeah, time is of the essence. So if you're frustrated and want to get on the right track, well then you got to do something about it. Insanity is expecting a different result, but you're just doing the same thing over and over and over again. So if you keep on repeating the same stuff and buying the old vaporware trash altcoins, guess what? You're still not going to make any money. Surprise, surprise. Anyways, we'll go ahead and move on now to our last pieces of news. So I just want to give you an example of what a VC paid article looks like so that you guys can kind of see this stuff on your own. So this article here by Arbitrum, or it's on Crypto Potato, but all the big crypto news outlets publish this trash. It's a stealth paid article is what I like to describe it as. So you can see here, Ethereum Layer 2 Arbitrum 1 surpasses 1 billion transactions. Arbitrum 1 leads in total value locked among Layer 2 solutions, currently boasting 14.3 billion. Look, nobody uses Arbitrum. Nobody cares about Arbitrum. The only reason this article is on this website is because they paid some editor to put it in here and they just want to stay relevant, right? 1 billion transactions on Arbitrum. Who's clicking the buttons? It's obviously not people if 1 billion transactions happen on that thing, right? There's obviously bots making these transactions and every blockchain does it, right? INJ is notoriously famous for wash trading to get their volume higher, stuff like that, right? All these big blockchains do it to buff their metrics. But yeah, perfect example of VC vaporware paying the crypto news outlets to try and stay relevant. Like nobody uses Arbitrum. Nobody cares about it. And yeah, I mean, what a joke. Another example Talk about VC coins and vaporware. Here's another article from Crypto Potato. How 2022 saw billions invested in crypto infrastructure. Here's the catch, and why it's important today. The catch is that it's not important, but they want you to think it's important. So you put your money into their trash and then they sell it on you and use you as exit liquidity. Yeah, another example of some BS kind of paid article and stuff referencing Polkadot. Polkadot saw a 40% drop in fundraising. I wonder why. Complete trash, as are most of these coins. Anyways, look out for this stuff, right? I want you guys to be able to decipher, what's actually an important piece of news and what's just kind of a paid for trash article. And even on crypto Twitter, right? Half of the accounts you follow, they'll post altcoins will go to the moon like 5 times a day, and then they'll slip in some bullshit tweet about some new coin nobody's ever heard of saying it's really bullish without disclosing they got a bag for posting that. I mean, the market is just it's a cesspool nowadays, right? It's a complete cesspool of trash everywhere you look. It's insane. Anyways, that's our news for the day. Hope you guys enjoyed it. See what's going on here in our live chat. Fiat Hater, smash that like button. Yes, sir. Lee Harrison. Hey, Chaz. What's up, Lee? How are you? We got Pepe Escalante. What's up, Pepe Escalante? We got TT in here. What's up, TT? We got Lee. Is the drop due to the conflict in the Middle East? Definitely has something to do with that. But, I mean, I'd say it's just normal market fluctuations. Nurala. What's up, Nurala? We got Elvis. Trust you're doing okay. I'm doing great, Elvis. Hope you're doing good as well. Bluebird. Hey, Connor, please have a look at Nexa and Tron Bull. We'll take some altcoin requests. Let's see what's going on with Nexa. So you definitely don't want to see it make a fresh low, right? If you're bullish on Nexa, you want to be basically buying in this little pocket here of price action, and it's at the top of it now. I mean, you see this thing make a newer low. It could be cooked, but a good chance it's bottomed out. Just taking a brief look at it. I imagine bullish divergence played out. It did, right, with this nice triple bottom. So it's been bleeding out forever, basically, since it launched. So it's like do or die at this point. It needs to bounce. And then T-Bull down to an 8 million market cap. This is the community takeover version of Crash's Bull. Let's see what Bull's doing today. Oh, there's a Sui Bull now. Oh my God. It's insane. Let's see. T-Bull's still at 100 million. Yeah, I'm not really sure what you want me to say about T-Bull. It's very volatile, low liquidity, low market cap. A little bit of money can move the price a lot in either direction, whether that's a buy or sell. Typically, you want to be buying these things if you're bullish on them 60 to 80% down from the recent high, and it's currently down 68%. So yeah, that's what you look for. And also just kind of looking at the chart where the most recent demand zone formed, it was right here. So it's up to you to make a decision. Let's see, Gene. Hey, hope everyone's doing well. Tau dropped under 500 for a second. Interesting. We got Bluebird gave me a big like. Appreciate that, Bluebird. Drewski says, how legit is this guy's advice? Can someone confirm if he's a legit source to take info from? I am new here. Drewski, brother, you should learn to decide things on your own. But whatever. I'll let the community decide that. Doxy girl, Armzilla, what's up, Armzilla? How are you? We got a lot of people in here today. What's up, everybody? What up, what up, what up? Shout out to Adrian. Is Cubic still a large position? It is. Kazuya believes memes will outperform utility coins. Shout out to Patrick Allen. Can we look at SMT as well as AI pin? So Swarm Markets SMT. It's a real world asset coin on base. And we'll check out where the price is today. All right, nice. So it's pulling back further. I say nice because this is one that I've been eyeing. Done a little bit of research into it. Passes my test. But yeah, real world asset coin on base. Solid fundamentals. And it's basically coming back down to the bottom of our green box. I think these are great prices for it. If we look at the market cap, it's quite low at 21 million. And, we want those low market cap solid coins that are brand new, that haven't experienced a cycle before. You can see this thing goes back to August 2nd of 2021. Which is interesting. Let's pull our contract here. Yeah, so they launched that contract in 2021, basically the first cycle as far as I'm concerned, because look, that second top in 2021 was the result of FTX's artificial pushing it up higher. But anyways, yeah, SMT, I like it as a real world asset play. I think Rio is the go-to in terms of real world asset plays, but if you want a lower market cap option that could do quite well, it's there. And I like my green box. I don't think it gets down here, but it might. In the 19s. And AI pin. What is AI pin? Doesn't show up for me, brother. I'm not sure what's on. There it is. Never mind. AI pin. Never heard of this one before. 646K market cap. Only on chain. Probably not worth touching, but hey, you never really know. This thing launched in December, capitalized on the AI hype, and it has now bled out back down to the bottom. So I have no idea what this coin is. It went up 20x in less than 3 weeks when the market took off in February. As you can see, February 8th, you guys should all remember that day. It's when the market exploded. But yeah, all in all, I mean, I wouldn't touch this thing. I have no idea what it is. And it most likely only pumped because people wanted to gamble on AI coins at that moment in time in the market. Let's check up on Bitcoin here. So we're just hovering right at our daily open. Doji kind of day, uncertain. Again, like we talked about in the beginning, the worst part of fear, uncertainty, and doubt is that uncertainty, because people just don't know what's going to happen next. And that is reflected in today's daily candle. We got a nice big doji candle today, which represents uncertainty. So yeah, we know our level's lower. We know we got 58.5. That's our line in the sand. I mean, that's the biggest kind of most important price on the chart, I'd say. All right, if we just look at it, it's kind of like the middle. That's why it's called the point of control. But yeah, we lose that, things can get super bad. But I am quite optimistic. Usually this war stuff, when the uncertainty clears the air, it reverses very, very quickly. So let's look at some altcoins. We got XRP coming into a major level. We were talking about this yesterday on stream. It ripped right through the green supply area, just ate all that liquidity. And it's coming now down to our major daily time frame trend line, which incorporates the lows from July, the low from August 5th during that flush out. And the third touch would be right here today at 53.3 cents. Usually when we have a huge move into such a major kind of daily time frame trend line, it does reverse. So have your eyes on that for XRP. could be a great opportunity coming up. Set your alerts, right? What you can do is you can add the trend line yourself and just hit add alert, put XRP trend line, and you'll get an alert right to your phone when the price does come down to the level. And I don't know why it gave me the alert right now, but it wasn't supposed to. It's supposed to only do it when you cross the line. Anyways, have your eyes on that. Already talked about Tau today. Big Time's going to rip really hard in terms of the gaming coins, and it's coming back down after a really huge pump. It went 3x in basically 2 weeks. As you can see, 180% in 2 weeks exactly. So, yeah, I mean, the market, like, prices look so good right now. Just the market's extremely weak. That could change on the drop of a dime. But all of these coins are in areas that I have been eyeing now, saying that these are the levels where basically we want to buy the dip, and they're all there now. You have CAS as well, right? Coming down. Been getting asked a lot about CASPA on live streams here over the past few days. And again, here's our trusty old daily 300 simple moving average, which has been holding up every time it's been touched since it's been on this chart, right? Got touched here August 5th, got touched here on September 6th. It's getting touched here on October 1st and October 2nd. And we're very close to this daily time frame trend line at 13.8 cents, 888. So yeah, I mean, CASPA as well. All of these coins are in areas where, like, they're just major support levels. All of these coins are in major support levels on the daily time frame, right? We're not looking at 15-minute charts here. We're looking at dailies. So, I mean, it looks very attractive to be a buyer right here. The question is if Bitcoin's going to spoil the party or not. But yeah, I mean, prices are looking very good across the board. Let's see what else is there. Pepe back down into the 9s, right? Retrace basically the entire breakout. Not entirely, but almost. I mean, it would need to come into the 8s. But yeah, Pepe now giving people a second chance. And again, what is it doing, right? It took out this key swing high here, and now it's come back. And we already have a green zone on, right? We have this demand zone from over here, which has been respected multiple times, both as support and resistance, right? We have price breaking out of a major level, coming back down inside of a major support resistance flip. Again, all these prices look extremely attractive to be a buyer. Leverage is a different game right now because, I mean, if you've tried to time this bottom, you just keep on getting stopped out. So spot for sure. Great buys, great buying prices here for spot. But yeah, if you look across the board, everything is sitting on major support levels. Let's see, Popcat still holding really strong, still just holding this range. This thing does not want to budge, all right, which is called relative strength, right? It's holding a lot better than basically every other coin on the market. So it's strong relative to all the other coins, which is typically a leading indicator saying that when things do reverse, it's going to pump super hard. And it's at the all-time high, right? Just kind of waiting for things to get better so it can put in a giga green candle into price discovery. But yeah, Popcat right now seems to be the strongest altcoin out of the entire lot. A meme coin at $1 billion valuation. But yeah, I mean, it would be nice if this thing gives some sweeps here, right? All of these lows are just left untouched here, here, right? So it'd be nice if we get a little more of a sweep back down into the 80s for Popcat, but certainly one to have on your list, especially if you were actively trading this market, because it's basically the strongest altcoin right now. Let's see. We got Amsterdam. What's up, Amsterdam? Dips are good. Get some more for less. Patience before the bull run will pay off. I agree with you there. Do you know Mocha? Any good entries? I don't know Mocha. I'm not sure what that is. I mean, again, just like every other coin, right? Look, hit this low, it's right at him. Anybody who was long on this over the past like 2 weeks has now either been stopped out or liquidated with these candles. I mean, with this one candle, basically. Like, look at that selling volume. So yeah, it just took everybody out. It looks like it's worth a try to long this thing, not gonna lie. Especially after this recent, I mean, look at this. Look at this divergence. Like, it's insane. Just completely kind of lost it. Very strong bullish dip. It looks like it's worth a try. It's for a long. Swept all these levels, right? All those lows. Let's see. Maybe you risk 4 or 5%, but yeah, this thing is so oversold. It's not even funny, and it took all these lows. Thing is, it could want more. All right, it could want more, of course, which is why there's no reward without risk in the trading game. But you know, maybe he wants to come down to take this low at 8.3. So if you take the long now, you're out. But you have very small risk. I wouldn't even risk 4%. I would put the stop like right below this low wick here, and don't take a big loss by any means, right? Again, the key with trading is just eliminate the big loss. You can take a small loss, 2.5%. You can take those all day long, right? You'll be back in green with one profitable trade. But if your position size is too big and you're risking 5% and you're on 10x leverage, you lose 50% of your margin, et cetera, et cetera. That's when things can get bad very quickly. So you never want to put yourself in those situations. But yeah, Mocha, I mean, the thing looks like it got demolished today. Took out these key lows in a higher time frame demand zone. It looks like it's worth an opportunity. We got a super chat. I believe that's a Swiss franc. Is that correct? CHF. Let me confirm that. Either way, thanks for the super chat. It is CHF, the Swiss franc. Anyways, we just got a $11.70 super chat from our guy Crypto Wookie, my man. Thank you for the super chat in Swiss francs. Goes a long way. He says, hello, friend. Hello from the Boda Galaxy. Our Boda wands have reawakened and are in full swing to restart the base force. Feel free to check out the chart. Greetings to all viewers. May the 4th be with you. Shout out to Crypto Wookie and the Base Yoda community. Thank you for the super chat. And yeah, Base Yoda, if we look at this coin, very nice moves off of the lows. We got our first initial impulses. And yeah, we want to see this thing continue to rip it up 335% over the past 15 days. That's what we like to see. And ideally, that's just the start of it, as it does head back into the millions of market cap. But yeah, Crypto Wookie, thank you for the super chat, brother. A lot of people here in our live chat today. Guys, be sure to smash the like button. Appreciate your support. Vasanth appreciates the live streams. And yes, it is. Rena, my top 2 AI plays, AGI as well as AI Tech. I think those are some pretty good AI coins there, bro. Bryce and Max says, Connor blazing the trail, so crypto empire journey is a walk in the park. Thanks a million. You're welcome, Bryce. I appreciate your support. Smash the like. Thank you, Dre. We got Dole saying buy the dip. We got Miko in here. What do you like about Ord's chart? I mean, I don't really like this chart too much. Reason why? It didn't move at all when the entire market, all these altcoins, even the top 50 coins pumped like 50% over the past 2-3 weeks. And this thing barely moved. So I get it's a BRC20 Bitcoin ecosystem play, and that's not really attractive right now, but it looks very weak and doesn't have a lot of interest. However, that could change. But all in all, looking at this chart, it's either bottomed out or destined for lower because nobody wants to buy it. Just don't be a dumbass. Indeed. That's really all crypto comes down to. It's not easy all the time because, human emotions are very powerful. That's really all it comes down to. Let's see. Armzilla, look at SYNK on CoinGecko. So 6.8 million market cap. It is trading on Uniswap on ETH. All right. Sounds like a D-pin type of play. Stay anonymous through Tor. So, I mean, anyone, aka Tor, right? That's the main coin in this narrative. This is a beta play to that. Just looking at it from a glance, and it's brand new, launched in late August. So we saw what happened. It's up 52x, by the way. It's up 52x in 34 days, 53x. But we saw what happened last year. Coins like OXO, coins like Ator, like all you had to do was buy those within like the first month or two, and you would have hit 100x's on those. Maybe this will be a new type of Ator run. I doubt it though. There's a lot of LARP projects out there that are just kind of here to take other people's money. So I would be careful. Maybe this thing is worth an asymmetric bet, aka a very small position size in your portfolio. And it's up to you if you want to wait for a better entry, like a trend line test down here at 4 cents, 4.2 cents, or get in now. But I don't know. I would be careful with this type of stuff. Does it have a tax? And they got a 5.5 tax going on too. So yeah, typically these are LARP projects. I'd be quite careful, and it's probably not worth any of your attention, but there is a small chance it ends up being a huge winner. So if you really like the coin and you really like the project, maybe you buy a little bit, but I would not risk anything big into this type of thing because I've just seen too many of these 5.5 tax D-pin AI coins just pull the rug, and yeah, they're usually just not even worth it. For one that does well, there's like 1,000 that just rug pull. So I would be quite careful about that. Now, Bitcoin dominance, we talked about how it looked like it wanted to break down yesterday. Well, it was a head fake. Perfect bounce from our trend line. Bitcoin dominance respecting the 57% level, and it's pushing its way back higher today on volume too. right? So this is a real pump. This ain't fake. People are seriously switching their coins into Bitcoin right now. And as well as Tether. As we can see, stablecoin dominance is also on the rise. People are switching their coins into Bitcoin and USDT. So that is called fear, ladies and gentlemen. That is what fear looks like in the charts. So one last time for everybody who joined late, what we're looking at for Bitcoin, we're at a big level here, right? This is the bottom of the 60K level, 60,600. It's the bottom of our orange zone here. This goes back all the way to March when this range was established. It was lost, but still major level here at 60,600. We're right on it right now. So we're going to have a lot more information at the end of this week. But as of right now, I would say it's more of a guessing game than a high probability. I can give you a high probability take on what's going to come next. I don't have much of an edge currently in terms of everything that's happening with price. So we either lose 60K and come to 58,500, major level, the most important on the chart. Above that, we are good, right? So if we come down, hold it, and put in a nice bounce on volume, I'd say that's the worst of it. But hey, if we lose 58.5, the worst case scenario is on the table. So right now we're just waiting basically for a move to 58.5. That's what I'm doing. And guess what? We'll be back tomorrow to report on what happened over the night. So don't go anywhere. Subscribe to Crypto Empire if you don't want to miss it. I hope you guys did enjoy today's live stream. We looked at a lot of news as well as a few different charts on altcoins and answer some questions. If you guys did enjoy the live stream, be sure to let me know by smashing that like button down below. And subscribe to the channel if you aren't subscribed yet. And my name is Connor from Crypto Empire. I'll see you all very soon. Have an amazing rest of your night or day, wherever you are in the world. And I'll catch you on the flip side.